To begin, here is today's news.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Mekamek. This is Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles 2. In the last episode, we had a lot of daily events to get through, and so we didn't have time for very important mission completion. Wow. In this episode, we've got even more events to get through. Fantastic. We'll end here for today. You'll be responsible for reviewing this yourselves. Ugh, my head's gonna blow if I try to cram another fact in there today.
Honestly.
This from the guy who slept through class. Snored incessantly, What? Bird alert, dude! A bird just flew through the window! It's all round and cute. Ooh, a bird! Really? I want to see too. Where is it? Cosette, darling, you simply can't stand on a desk. It's dangerous.
What?
Jade, what the heck are you doing here, buddy? You know this bird, Ivan? Know him? He was my pal back home. Leon and I found him with a busted wing and nursed him back to health. He's been my bud ever since, right, Jade? How absolutely precious. You say his name is Jade? Goodness, there seems to be something in the tube strung around his neck. Ooh, a letter from Mom. Let's see. I hope this finds you well. Yade's been lonely since you left, so I'm sending him along to you. Try not to fight too much. Don't overeat like you do. Love, Mom.
Hey!
Your family's from Heathern, right? Heathern? So he flew all the way here? Crazy, right? Yeah, he's always been super good at finding me. A Garlean Swift. They're fairly rare across the European continent. Their strong homing sense has led to their frequent use as carrier birds. Wow, you sure know a lot about birds, Zeri. Is that a hobby of yours? I started reading up when I heard that Lieutenant Gunther was a naturalist. Well, I say we all pitch in to help him take care of him as a class.
I suppose so.
That's a great idea. Caring for animals can be very therapeutic.
You're right.
I'll be responsible for his food and water. Sounds like he's down. Thanks, you guys. Yay, good to have you in our class, Jade. So, similar to how we had Lieutenant Hans and Rags, we now have Jade. I might as well check in at the store just in case.
Hey, Yvonne. How goes it today?
Nope, we're good. I said I was going to use the rest of the papers as an outro. That was my bad. But we do have the courtyard to check out.
Yo!
Hey ladies, what are you up to today? Oh, what are you eating? We thought it'd be a pleasant change of pace to lunch outdoors. We're having northern salmon in a pie crust. Would you like one? Wow, sounds fancy. Did you guys make these? Yes, we figured out the recipe of something I was served at a banquet. The pie's crispy and the fish inside's buttery. This is amazing! It's a dish passed down within the Ignis Church of all things. Oh, really? Legend has it the sacred Valkyria often dined on northern salmon. Diet of the children of God. How mystical. It's too good. Hey, is there enough for me to have one more? So much for mystique. Vaughn, you hardhead. Alright, what do the class notes have to say? Evaluations. By clearing missions, you can earn experience, funds, materials, and credits. You receive more experience and funds when you complete a mission in fewer turns. This was a thing in Valkyria Chronicles 1, leading to scout rushes. Materials differ depending on the mission location. You can confirm this under mission rewards from the briefing room. You can also receive bonus experience and materials by defeating strong enemies or certain other units. Credits are awarded based on individual performance, rather than to the squad as a whole. Credits are given to units that make a contribution, such as defeating an enemy, healing an ally, or capturing a camp. Units making outstanding contributions are ranked top or runner-up, and these receive more credits than the others. The credits you earn differ depending on the mission. This is also shown when you select a mission in the briefing room. Got it? If I see any screw-ups, it's 100 laps. And those credits are probably one of the most rage-inducing flaws with the game. We'll have to get into that a bit later. After this month's mission, I'd say. Ace Soldiers. Some enemy squads include infantry units wearing a red uniform. All infantry units wear a red uniform. You're gonna have to specialize a bit more. These units are Ace Soldiers, who have combat skills far superior to normal enemies. You will have a harder time defeating them, but you may obtain special weapons or blueprints if you take them down. When you see an ace during a mission, try to defeat them if you judge that your squad is strong enough to have a chance. That's it. Special unit bonuses. You may receive extra materials once you clear a mission if you defeat enemy vehicles or strategic targets. These are always strong foes, but if you take out enough of them, you have a higher chance of obtaining rare materials. You have the option of simply avoiding these enemies, but you should aim to defeat them when you have the capability. You may also spot an enemy soldier wearing a yellow helmet. Defeating these soldiers will earn you bonus materials, just as with vehicles and strategic targets. I guess I had forgotten about vehicles also counting, because I always thought that the spec units was specifically the guys with yellow helmets. Area effects. Now this is where things get really annoying. Area effects sometimes occur on battlefields where your missions take place. Area effects are special phenomena that have an impact on any units deployed in the affected area. For example, when fighting in Arlem at night, the night area effect is in place. In an area with a night effect, you can only see enemies units at close range, so enemies that are more distant are not visible. There are many other area effects, such as those that hamper unit abilities or dangerous effects that do direct damage. Areas where an effect is in place display an icon on the mission map showing the effect, so watch out for this. Yep, it's Fog of War. Alright, so I guess we can all simply backtrack. I expect your undivided attention, class. Group Organization. You can bring up to 15 of your classmates along on missions, in addition to main members such as Van, Zeri, and Kazette. Different combinations of 15 classmates can be organized using edit groups, which I've already done. This lets you form specialized groups of soldiers, such as those with high mobility or those geared towards taking out tanks. You can save up to 16 different group combinations. Use these to create groups effective for different missions or maps. When you change a unit's equipment, it is applied to all groups, but vehicle changes are specific to a group.
Listen up now.
Remember to review that as necessary. So personally, I prefer to try and go for extremely balanced groups. But then the thing is, with groups, you actually don't care 90% of the time. The only thing you care about is changing the vehicle style. And yeah, the vehicle setting is changed based on character. So we can have it as a tank, which costs 2 CP to use. It has high HP, relatively good AP, high defenses, but it can't go off-road and it can't break ice. Meanwhile, the light APC has a reduced CP cost, but much lower defenses. It does have better AP though. It can go off-road, but it doesn't have Icebreaker. In fact, I can't think of any vehicles that really have off-road and Icebreaker at the same time. Let's go for the tank for now. The standard turret. We can downgrade to the Gatling turret, which is what the... So basically the body determines its weight capacity, which you can see in where it says total. Basically both of these have a total of 4. As you change the turrets installed, it reduces or increases the weight, if you cannot have a higher weight than your capacity. And as you can see, there's also certain turret equipment that can only show up on tanks as opposed to APCs. So a bit of balancing act. We don't have any shoulder, we don't have any armor, we don't have a backpack. We can change the markings, but we don't have any new markings. We can change the sticker, but we don't have any new stickers. So yeah, we've got to visit the R&D department for this.
Yo!
There's something I wanted to run you through. Vehicles. Vehicle equipment can be divided into body, turret, and optional parts. Developing new body parts will raise HP and defense, making your vehicles more resilient. Improving your turrets will raise the attack power of your vehicles. There are several types of optional parts, such as armor and shoulder parts, which improve abilities and add effects. However, each piece of equipment has a weight. You cannot fit more parts than your vehicle's body capacity allows. Vehicle equipment details are saved for each squad group, so you can make changes for specific mission conditions. You follow that? Try not to forget, yeah?
Yo!
Hey Yvonne, you came at a good time.
What's up?
I've been analysing data from Class G, and I figured out how to develop a new weapon. Are you serious, Lavinia? Man, we'll be unstoppable now. You advanced to development tier 2.
Hey, Yvonne. What brings you?
We're going to get that to little conversation every single time we go through a new development level, and there's one for every month in the game. So yeah, get used to that. I'm gonna skip it any other time I see it, I think. Oh, but we don't want to go into this. We want to go into the tank stuff, don't we? So, anti-armor turret. The mortar turret has no Gatling, but it allows you to shoot a very potent mortar to deal a lot of anti-personnel damage. The flamethrower turret is equally based around killing people, but I believe it goes for both, and rather than a mortar damage, it just attacks in an arc around the tank. Still deadly. Gatling turret we have. Shoulder parts. I'm hoping this has what I want. Yes. The lamp. It negates night. We want this. Develop the lamp. Let's equip a lamp. And armor parts. We need to find these people and kill them if we want to get the armor. Backpack parts, on the other hand, we can get the constructor arm. Unfortunately, we can't fit it on the tank without taking off the anti-tank turret, but still worth developing it now rather than later. We don't want the constructor arm though, for now at least. We could have gotten night camouflage, which I believe reduces the accuracy of people shooting at the tank. I don't know, they never really explained how the camo works. And we can get stickers to put on the side. These just give little slight stat boosts. Plus HP, plus versus armor, an increase to side defense or an increase to front defense. Let's support the school. Yeah, we miss out on things just by having the Lancier forces equipped. Anyway, that's everything about tanks. And I'm quite sure we can't afford anything now that we've spent it all on the Tyrant. Anyhow, with all that out of the way...
How can I help you today?
Night combat exercises. He says you have 2 more to go for February, so I'm assuming new key exercises are going to pop up the moment we finish this one. And since we went to the trouble of upgrading the tank, we might as well show what we're doing with it. This exercise will give you a taste of night combat. Capture the enemy base camp in Area 2. At night your view distance is limited, so you can only see enemies that are nearby. Track them down carefully. Enemy base camp captured, all the usual fail conditions. We just have scouts and shock troopers to deal with. But here's an upside. We can bring our tank. We might as well, right? Zeri can stay on base camp. I think we need to get Franco a bit more experience in the field. We don't need Lancers for this mission. And ironically, I think Magari will be pretty good here because, well, if people can't see her, she can't get stage fright. We're going to use an armored tech to lead that charge. And let me check something actually. Miscanist, Chameleon, Zeri Lover. Lancer Killer, Rearguard, Darkson Hater. I guess deploy Anisette to cover the extra line there. And move Magari back 1. Yeah, they have to tell you every time you can't save during battle. Presumably to get you over that muscle memory from the first game.
Time to show them what Class G can really do!
Negated night effect in Area 1.
Listen up now.
Let me fill you on the situation. Area effects can occur in some of the environments you fight in. Area effects have various impacts on units deployed in the various areas. For example, when fighting in Arlem at night, the night area effect is... Did we not just go through this tutorial? There are many other effects, and they're going to... Yeah, you can neutralize it with parts developed at the R&D building. That about sums it up. The rest is up to you out there on the battlefield. I'm beginning to think I should have made this an APC so it didn't consume all the CP just to move it back into the base, because that's all I want to do.
Let's get her done.
But here's an advantage. At night, attacks outside of their sight range count as ambush.
Go down. Down you go.
Just make sure to just make sure that you move after doing so, otherwise they'll know that you're there. I've had enemies actually evade attacks made from darkness simply because I didn't move and they knew I was there. I believe that's why it happened anyway. It was an enemy scout and they're known for having slightly
Enemy sighted.
unfair accuracy and evasion stats.
Here goes. Think about it.
Now then, I see someone with a yellow helmet, so I want to rush over and fill him full of bullets. Fun fact, this area is... So, this game is on the PlayStation Portable, okay? They have to cut a lot of corners, And one of the ways they cut corners and make the game seem longer than it is that they reuse the same map over and over, but it's laid out differently. Like certain areas won't be base camps, certain areas, sometimes what could be a passageway is just a normal camp. And sometimes it's at different time of day or night, the enemies are in different places. There's a lot of ways they do it, and I can't really give them a hard time for it. I just feel that I owe it at least to say that's a thing.
No dodging now! It's a hostile!
The weird thing is that I'd actually say that I'd prefer to use armored techs to do the scouting because they can take bullets to the face a lot better than a scout can.
I found one!
You wouldn't think that the lamp would allow you to hear people and they can't see you back, but no. If you look at the bottom right corner, he is indeed hampered by the darkness. It's just that when we started shooting at him, he knew that we were here. The AI for this game is actually kind of suicidal. They have absolutely no respect for their own life, fearlessly charging into the brink and getting themselves shot down.
Taking the stage. I'll show you what a star can do. You're in the way!
And now, Magari, you'd better not screw me over.
Feel more focused.
I was hoping you'd get a support attack from Anize, but it's not the worst thing. Alright, so there's just one person left on this map, so Franca can finish them off.
Enemy sighted! Here goes! Are you proud of yourself?
And we're through here. And now I guess we deploy someone else. Yeah, sure.
On my way. I see one. I see one.
Yeah, your hat isn't as red as all the other guys are, I guess.
Goal! Alright, I'm on a roll.
You can see quite a significant dip in HP the moment he starts shotting in the back of the head, even when crouching.
I'm on the luckiest streak ever! No dodging now!
I'll do what I can.
If she can land that hit, it's a kill. If at least 3 body shots land, that's also a kill, but I think I'd rather go for the headshot. Ooh, he might just claim that base, actually. No, he'd rather shoot at her. Alright, so let's try and finish this fight this turn.
Look at me!
Right, you're in cover. We need to do something about that.
On my way. All right, I'm on a roll.
No, I don't want to snap aim at him. I want to snap aim at him and try and destroy this.
Randall shoots.
The important point wasn't to hit him, it was to get rid of his cover. Because crouching is the problem. Good job. Good job.
Underway now.
Inch her just a tiny bit closer so we can get the... I guess he's in the base, and he's a shock trooper.
Stay away.
And rushing Megari because I want to get her done with as soon as possible. Stage fright is awful.
Yes! We took their base camp!
We did indeed take their base camp. Only a B rank, but honestly we could have done that faster. That's the thing, in this game they did actually make clearing the map thoroughly probably more viable than clearing the map quickly. We got a wrench head, we've got an oak, steel and lead. Megari earned the top rank and only got 3 attack certificates for it. Meanwhile, Franca is runner-up and she got 5. How does that work? And Isay got nothing because she missed. Now, how gutsy do I feel?
To begin, here is today's news.
New mission has been assigned, new info added to class notes, events added, daily life added.
Ah, Avon. How can I help you
I want to
today?
go back to January and fill in the drill ground skirmish. So, yeah, that's probably pushing it for episode time, but I'd rather get through at least each episode once on screen. Mock battle held at drill grounds. We can't, because this was before we got the tank, we actually aren't allowed to deploy the tank at the start. We can still deploy from the base camp though. And on the other side, let's go for Zeri and Mishlet. So if you didn't feel like you could beat that first mission for some reason, Then you just
Time to show 'em
run
what
this
Class
one a
G
few
can
times
really
to
do.
grind up. Anyhow, let's
ready
show
for
off
me.
Sophia.
The world needs fewer men. I see one.
Very subtle, very subtle.
Yeah. Obviously.
Incredibly subtle, that, Sophia.
Entry combat! I'll show you what a star can do.
Darn it! We just barely don't have enough range. And he's gonna heal off all that. But at least she's here providing some cover for Sophia.
Engaging the enemy.
Actually, maybe there's one thing I could show off about Mishlet here. Alright, you know what, yeah? Back off to here. Mishlet has a really weird negative potential. Fear of water. Being around water disturbs them so much that it lowers their chance of inflicting status ailments when attacking. The thing is that you have to actually have equipment that inflicts status ailments. It's something that doesn't exactly show up often on its own. But then, water is actually pretty rare in the game. It's all backloaded into the final chapters. So in a way, this really doesn't matter. Uses innate talents to fullest extent, raising all abilities. She's a genius. They have withdrawn into their shell, lowering their evasive skills. The thing is, the evasive skills don't matter on our turn, which is when potentials kick in. On the enemy turn, this doesn't carry over into the enemy turn, so Insular doesn't really mean anything to us.
Watch and learn.
We can't send everyone, can we?
Okay, let's go!
I guess we can send Ivan at least.
A crisis is a turning point, right, bro?
Oh yeah, he gets a stat boost for seeing a lot of enemies at once. Well, at least we know you're close enough to take shots at me.
Coming at you!
The sound effect for
Alright.
getting a headshot is so satisfying.
Entry combat!
Can you finally do something right? Of course not, we're using a grenade on a shock trooper. We don't have that strong grenades yet. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
You're in the way!
There was just something about the angle that told me they'd be accidentally getting a headshot. Uh-oh. Alright, after everything I've said about engineers, I might actually need to use Ragnade here. Okay, step
Okay,
1, have
let's go.
Vaughn deal with that guy.
A crisis is a turning point, right, bro? Coming at you.
Oh, you are going to have an excellently bad day.
Enemy
Or
down.
maybe more exceptionally bad day.
Get ready for me. I never asked for help.
Oh, of course you didn't. I'm sure the Edie fans love her.
Entry combat! I'm a star, not an athlete!
Oh man, that is quite loud. So yes, country bred. Standing on dirt boosts concentration, raising attack power against infantry and firing accuracy. Likes overcoming challenges with allies, raising evasive skills. Their body won't tell what they do, what they tell it to, lowering their firing accuracy. 4 and his A. The thing is, I'm pretty sure a grenade works on you just as well.
So there.
Pull out. Nah, as we saw before, she doesn't earn credits, so it's probably a lot better at this point of the
Make
game
your peace.
to try and get them on everyone else instead. And as you can see, I immediately went into targeting mode, but he spun around and was able to face me,
Here goes.
meaning that he gets full evasion into the highest
Are you
defense.
proud of yourself?
When enemy units do this thing onto you, you won't have enough time to turn around to respond to them, and I hate it.
On my way. Engaging.
Why are you still alive? We don't even get a chance to aim at him for interception fire. He just immediately enters aim mode. This is one of my biggest gripes with the Valkyria Chronicles franchise. That they're able to immediately enter the targeting mode, but you aren't. I want one of these games to allow you to go straight from planning mode to aim mode. Please.
Moving out. I feel amazing.
Oh, hello! You need to die. Right now.
Yes.
Oh, we're out of the grass.
Engaging the enemy.
Pardon me?
Engaging.
I'm not sure I'd call this a wrench. I'd call it more of a club.
Enemy sighted.
Ah, there you are.
Make your peace.
I'm definitely using Franca more than I need to, but I don't need her side story straight away. But I'd like to have it. And it's better to get started on it, opening it now than later. This is just an awkward moment, isn't it? We're both staring awkwardly at each other, and he knows who has the more high firepower here. Sure, we'll call that the front.
Here goes. Are you proud of...
Anyhow, with that out of the way, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.
Alright! We got the target!
To begin, here is today's news.
Hey, Yvonne! How goes it today?
Gallia's only military academy was founded 217 years ago when Gallia was a monarchy, thus the royal name in its name. It was constructed around an old citadel, adding residential and training facilities. Cadets all live in the academy dormitory. Under the credit system, the average cadet finishes the program in 3 years. Lancia often recruits skilled individuals from other skills and militia. Ages range from teens to those in their 30s. Graduates are commissioned as officers.